Good morning, guys. So today we're going to start our month. Like we established that we were going to talk about Hispanic heritage. Do any of you know what I mean when I say Hispanic heritage? Okay, yeah, it's a culture. Good job. Well, Hispanics are part of our community, right? So this whole month, September and a little bit of October, we're going to be talking about their culture. Okay? And so, do you guys know what language Hispanic people speak? Spanish. Good job. So, today we're going to be reading a book that talks about part of the Hispanic heritage. This book is written by someone of Mexican descent. Mexican descent means that the person is born in Mexico, okay? This book is called What Can You Do with a Rebozo? Okay? And it was written by Carmen Tafoya. And the person who drew the pictures, her name is Amy Cordova. What can we see in the picture? Knowing that the title is What Can You Do with a Rebozo? What do you think a rebozo is? What do you see in the pictures? Yeah, we see a family. What members of the family? A grandma maybe, yeah. A mom. A baby, yeah. And a little girl, right? What do you think a rebozo is? Maybe it's his blanket. Yeah, that's a good guess. Alright, well throughout the story we're going to learn what that is. So, this word identifies something that's part of the Hispanic heritage and specifically of the Mexicans. So Mexicans usually are the ones that use rebozo. But today we're going to learn more about this rebozo. And throughout the book we're going to learn how it relates to the culture, Mexican culture, okay? So let's see. It's pretty pictures we have here, right? So this was the title page, right? We have the title again. What can you do with a rebozo? Mama spreads it like a butterfly to pretty up her dress for Sunday morning. So can anybody tell me where the mom is prettying up her dress for Sunday morning? Yeah, good job. This is it. And what color is this? Blue. Nice job. So now we see that you're right. The rebozo was the blanket, right? Let's see what else it says. Or wraps it into a cozy cradle for baby brother so her hands are free to weave a braid for me. Alright, so not only does her mom use it for Sunday morning to look nice, right? But also, you see how she wrapped the baby in there? And it's tied, right? Yeah, the baby's not going to fall. And what is the mom doing with her hands? Yep, she's making the little girl a braid. So do we see that maybe in the Mexican culture, part of the Hispanics, they use a new way of holding the baby? You're right. Have you guys ever seen anybody wrap a baby in their back? You did? Where did you go? You visited Peru. Okay, so maybe it's not only in the Mexican culture where they use a blanket to wrap the baby. What is this blanket called again? Rebozo. Good job. Alright, so we learned two ways so far of how they use rebozos. One is to make their clothes look nice, right? And another, to cradle the baby, yeah. And that helps the mom how? Yeah, her hands are free so she can do other things. Anything else we find interesting in this picture? There are flowers, yeah. It's very colorful, right? Yeah. Alright, let's see what else we can learn. Then it says, baby brother ducks under a rebozo to play hide and seek and do a peekaboo peek. Alright, so her little brother is playing with the rebozo, right? Yep, and she's playing with him. There is a doggy in the picture, you're right. Do any of you have doggies? Yeah? Well, this little doggy is playing with them, right? And what color is this rebozo again? Blue. Nice job. Do you guys know what it says over here? I'm going to read to you the word because I happen to know what it says. It says amor. And it looks like it's decorating the wall, right? Does anybody know what amor means? It means love. Good job. And what language is amor in? Spanish. Alright. So that reminds us that we're still talking about a Mexican family. And they're part of Hispanics. Good job. Alright. Let's see what it says over here. It says, Big sister twirls a rebozo round and round and wraps it through her shiny hair. So we see her other sibling is also using it. Do we see how all the members in her family seem to be finding a use for the rebozo? What did she do? She used it for her hair. Good job. And it seems that she's been taught how to do that, right? Because look, she has a special way of putting it on and wrapping it and roping it on her hair, right? And look, what is that over there? A mirror. Good job. Alright. What color is this rebozo? Red. Nice job, guys. Anything else? Okay. We'll move on. Then it says, Grandma uses hers to keep the cold away on winter nights. It's nice and warm in there. In where? In the rebozo. Nice job. Alright, so we can assume that this is Grandma, right? And who's this little girl over here? The girl telling the story. Good job. So it's her grandma, right? Mm-hmm. What else do we see in this picture? Like, why would they want to be warm? Because it's cold. How do you know it's cold? It's snowing. Oh, you looked through the window. So this picture helped us see something that they didn't tell us in the words, right? They didn't tell us it was cold, but they did tell us that it helps us stay warm, right? So we can see that it's snowing. Good job. It's also nighttime. Yes, good observation. And how do we know it's nighttime? The moon. Nice job. Anybody have any questions so far? Why are there doggies over here? Ooh, that's a good question. Well, did you remember that we saw a real doggy over here? Yeah, so maybe dogs are special to their family, right? And these aren't real dogs, they're like decoration, right? Yeah, good observation. Maybe the doggies are special to them. Maybe they'll be in the next pages. We'll see. When my puppy didn't feel good, I made him a bandage, all nicely tied. Oh, look at her. She cuddled him all in her rebozo. Can everybody say rebozo? Good job. So we see again, the puppy's very important to her. Why? Yep, she took care of him when he didn't feel good. Oh, this is my favorite page. It says, well, what I like to do most with a rebozo is dance. La Bamba, my favorite dance. I dance and I dance and dance with my rebozo. I swirl and I leap. Have you guys ever heard of La Bamba? That's another important part of her culture and what she appreciates. So La Bamba is a type of dance. It's a Hispanic dance, yeah. So we're learning more about the Hispanic culture, the Hispanic heritage. Do you guys like to dance? I love to dance. Alright. Yeah, her dress looks like it's different, right? Have you guys ever seen a dress like that? No? Now the author says, what can you do with el rebozo. So we've learned all the different ways her family used el rebozo. But now we're going to have to think of a way that we can use el rebozo. Because what we're going to do now is draw a picture of something you would do with el rebozo. Okay? And on the back, we are going to write what you would do with el rebozo. I'm going to write the word rebozo on the board. So you will know how to spell rebozo. And you will use your sight words, the ones that you have been practicing for a couple of weeks now, to write your sentence. And if you have a question, you can sound out the words. And if you really can't figure it out, you raise your hand and I'll come help you. Okay? Alright, so we're going to go back to our seats. First I want you to draw a picture of how you would use el rebozo. The many ways they used it, I want you to make up your own creative way of using el rebozo. And then, when it gets to the writing part, you will use the word that I write on the board to write the word rebozo, like it's written here in the book, R-E-B-O-Z-O. And I will write it on the board, and then we will discuss the many things that you guys drew, and I'll help you come up with your sentence, okay? Alright, so everybody back to their seats.